Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa, this is Love of Gold. Today I bring you a video which topic is going to be about that past life with your romantic interest, that possible past life that you might have had with that someone, what kind of karma you guys need to work on, if it has already healed or not. So I have chosen three images for three groups. This is group number one, group number two, and group number three. Go ahead, pick your pile, and I'll see you there. All right, pile number one. Okay, so how do you know this person in a past life? Okay, number one, it could be from a big city, of course, a very old city, where you probably worked. So I am sensing that whoever your partner was, it was something who was actually high rank. I sense someone who could have gone to battle, who could have helped conquering land or protecting the land itself. You were part more of the community or the city that was there. You could have been someone who obviously were trusted, were very interested in. That doesn't mean you didn't have a rank. You were very, very well known for your knowledge. I believe that you came from a circle of family who had an understanding or knowledge of medicine, uh, connections to God, maybe Oracle itself. I sense more is like body healing, um, science, the weather. Now, connection to Egypt. It has to do with land. Okay, I don't know Egypt itself back then if they had internal conflicts or not. I sense that they would be sent out to protect their land or conquer more land. And yeah, so you were part of this trusted community where any victory would be celebrated, anything would be great. It would be recognition for those who are in the higher hierarchy, right? A lot of talking, a lot of community. It was great. This person was very well respected. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I sense an admiration towards this person. Um, I feel that whenever they would come back, they would be offered the food, you know, the typical gifts. Um, Someone who was highly well recognized, who would earn their money and or all of their wealth comes from battle, comes from being recognized in a very physical way. I have a sense of a promise. Since you had admiration, you felt like this promise was supposed to be fulfilled. So this promise was something about you being part of the community, but more the middle, higher class. you working hard, because I sense that you you're well studied, okay? That you could understand maybe what the writings on the walls were, or whatever was written on a paper. I'm sensing that you guys were put through, not the first time, maybe twice, uh, in a lifetime, that had to deal with trust and believing in one another, that this person will come back, and the promise of you coming back and finding you, and becoming together and being in union. I have a feeling that this was not fulfilled, whether for this celebration or something could have happened, that it caused a loss for the person who was the hardworking one. Not like fighting or battles is not something that you have to put a lot of work on. Is more like the whoever was the practitioner of this medicine, healing, writing. I sense a lot of writing, okay, maybe art, but back then they did not consider 100% art, unlike today that we divide everything into names for some reason. You were part of the people who is pretty good to work under the command of someone. Oh, there we go, a commander. That's something that I sensed. um, but a promise was not fulfilled, so something happened, that there was definitely a loss or a separation. It's either maybe the union or community from other nations or other people developed a way where your knowledge and talents were no longer usable, or a certain tradition came to an end, so you were sort of left on the side, and you were still recognized, you still had a good income, but it's like saying they would use you for certain things, unlike having you right there to be part of the community. No longer is that. It's more like they have now a little group of selected people where it costs for you to be left out and this promise to be broken. Yeah, I sense that someone has been waiting, or were expecting something that was never, it never reached its completion. Someone could have passed, or just I sense more of a big change, a change where the person was probably pulled to do something else or be somewhere else, and the community or whatever they were doing, they were left out. They were pretty much forgotten. I don't know if that's something that could have happened when it comes to Egypt. It could have happened, but there was a huge change where, see how they look like they're part of a family here with the celebrating, commenting, but this one, no. This one, it sounds more like, oh, only the elite can be part of the group, kind of thing. And it's people from different backgrounds, but what it symbolizes to me is different nations. So there has to be a promise that was not fulfilled. Okay, let's talk about the karma now, because this is very interesting. Let's see the karma moving. Okay. And let's see if it has reached a resolution. What do you need to release? Okay. So I think whoever this person is, they still need to work on fulfilling this promise. It could be something big as it could be something small, but it's part of the karma. Okay. This person could still owe you. Okay, and this person is still working on fulfilling that promise. Now in this lifetime, It's obviously not going to be the same promise that they made you, but it has that same basic essence where it has to deal with moving around. So what I sense with this is with the spy is that this person is definitely monitoring your steps. Okay, with the seduction there's something that triggered this. Okay, what is the trigger? The trigger is that maybe this seduction is what is actually pushing this person to fulfill that promise. With the question of what you need to release is because they are still working on letting go of things that they don't need. For instance, with the seduction, you could always be that third party and they just feel seduced by you, when in reality, that's not the case. They might see it with eyes where you just want to be this person who wants to cause a downfall for them, when you're not there for that. You are there asking them, so when are you going to fulfill your promise? Whether you are or not a third party, I don't know that. That'll be you figuring that out. But with this seduction is, I sense a pull of you need to do whatever you were meant to fulfill, because you still owe this promise that you never fulfilled for some reason. And it's the strangest thing because it's hard to believe that someone can just pull you to the point of destroying your actual life or what you have, or leaving behind, not destroy it, but leaving behind. Now, it could be good things, it could be bad things. Whatever this person perceives, they definitely do not want to let go, but they need to learn what they need to release. With the trust, of course, because trust was a basis of it, and this promise was created with trust and faith. That is also one of the karmas and challenges. Okay, with a spy, this person is definitely looking and trying to understand the situation. With the spy, you will also have to try to study this person and what's going on and why things are happening right now. With moving is leaving everything behind, whether move out, a change of city, or something with this new person, right? Or moving in with a partner. That is something that is waiting to happen, because what I see is that with it, just like with the past, where this person was abandoned and everything was broken down, now it's time to redeem that. Now it's time to fix that, to heal that. The only way other than regaining the trust, it'll be follow that seduction is not only a negative thing, a dark thing, because we sort of accept seduction to be something a little bit on the darker side, but seduction in the end is more of an attraction to something. It doesn't have to be good, it doesn't have to be bad. Your situation, of course, will be the one that will decide if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Here we are not debating morals, so I want you to understand that it's not that I'm asking you for a family to be destroyed, to be separated. It's not that I'm advising you to leave anything. I'm not advising anything here. We're just trying to find out what the karma is. And the karma says that there's things that in order to finally heal this karma in this lifetime will be to release things, understand and follow the seduction that you're feeling and why are you feeling it, because it seems like you're already doing it with the spy, with that energy of inspecting why these things are happening, and moving will be the result of all of this. Let me see what keywords do I have for this, because it seems like it's something that's been meaning to happen within this year all the way to 5 years. Okay, whatever your situation is, what's going on? Heating, history, Safeway, and it's not. Okay, Again, with the history, we can say definitely there is history between you. I sense 2 lifetimes, up to 3 lifetimes, where this was not fulfilled. Okay, it could have been that I sense like in the end, when you guys were reborn, you were your biggest challenge is to meet again, and it hasn't probably have happened until like 2 more lifetimes or after 2 more lifetimes, but you guys had an opportunity to heal this twice, and it was not fulfilled for whatever reason. Okay, what's going on? Yes, that is something that is confusing right now. Right now everything feels like up in the air, or it feels like nothing is grounding. So it needs to be worked by trying to find out about the seduction, and what do you need to release. If this seduction is a good thing, you will know what to release. If this partner is not being nothing but a causation of just destruction, and you not wanting this, then accept it for what it is. But if you see that there's something else, then think harder. What do you need to release? And it's not only about thinking, it's also what you feel. Do you think you're capable? So it's a lot. I feel like it's very heavy. Okay, heating, yes, so heating is probably the weather is gonna start heating up. The situation itself is heating up right now, so both of you know each other. That's what I sense. So this is not a person you're about to meet. This is a person you already know. You have known them for from 3 years up to a year. So you've been dealing with this for a while, and that's because there's a karma that still needs to be healed. And today, and now it is this lifetime that you guys have finally met each other, where you guys can finally heal this karma, so you guys can be free of it. It's mostly the idea that in a spirituality, I'm not saying right now your lifetime is your lifetime, you want to pursue your dreams, blah blah blah. But whenever there's a karma, it's like a payment that you have to make from a long time ago. That it's like taxes following you around. It's a spiritual thing that gets imprinted on you, and now's the time. Now's the time to heal this, so that you can finally free yourself from this and learn the lesson finally. I have a sense that you guys are not meant to repeat this ever again. So this will be the lifetime to heal this. Do not waste it. Now, the person who's watching, I think you are the one who has to work on the trust and faith. I could be wrong, but I think it is you who needs to work on the trust and faith. So obviously, the situation is heating up. The seduction is there. That seed has been planted a long time ago or a few months ago. It's not what you think. It's not only about what your mind says. Seduction is not only necessarily something sexual. It has sexual energies in it, because it requires for someone to take action upon it. So in order for you to take action, you need to be moved forward. How? By feeling attracted to it. That's what this seduction is. Seduction doesn't have to actually be one person. You can be seduced by anything, by money, by power. Seduction is there. It's like a temptation. But the seduction, more than a temptation, I feel like temptation is something more like wants to bind you to something, to drag you. With seduction, not necessarily. It could go both ways. It could be a good thing, just like it could be a bad thing. Safe way, of course, everything is been trying to be played in a safe way. We don't want to cause chaos. I can sense that with the image of the angel, this is being guided. The angels are saying, we don't want a third war, we don't want that. We don't want to cause pain for you guys. We are not here. This union is not meant to make you feel like you are going to lose everything you have. We're trying to make this in a safe way so that you guys learn it and this finally gets fulfilled, because we're here to support this. We're here to help healing this karma. And that could be because you are spiritual. The other person could be spiritual and must not admit it, or you could both be spiritual and not even know that you both are. Perfect. So this is all I had to say for you today. I hope you like this reading. I'm trying to make it a little short. So if you have any suggestions or ideas of what you want to see in my channel, please let me know in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon in the next reading. Bye bye. Wonderful. Pile number 2. Those who chose the guitar. Let's see. Past life. Mother. Health. Because in the end, I did pull out some cards for clarification, which I'm not going to include in the video, okay? Because it seems to be a pretty big topic, okay? I usually tend to pull out the cards and pick up from there, but this one, almost like pile 1 is a bit long, and this one is, I feel like it's even longer. I keep sensing and I keep hearing the father. I was like, but it's talking about a mother. And then I got a card of phobias as well. So here's the thing. I sense a lot of mistreatment and abuse, okay? I have 2 stories for you. Someone, someone definitely who had probably vices, who was probably someone who didn't know what to make of their life, to make it seem like they were right and correct and everything. They decided to create a union. They decided to marry you. Okay, I don't sense you were pretty young. I sense that you could have been around your 20s, which I don't know if back then you could have been considered someone already mature enough. I sense that probably the oldest that you could have been is 27. Young, I don't think you were that young. Okay, I think you finally settled in order also to look good. Now, don't get me wrong, we sometimes make this kind of mistakes. I sense that this man wanted to probably be served, wanted to probably have someone who's always there for them for whatever they need. You did become a mother. I sense you had a child, if not one. Since you only had one, you could have been good with children. You could have been the type of person who believed in pretty stories. I sense a little bit of a Rapunzel type of story. You could have been the creative one. You could have sang songs. I sense you could have had a good voice. You could have been a person back then. Maybe there was no TV, but you could have been a person who would have been made perfectly for a TV show where you could sing and read books or stories for children. You know, kids, not lullabies necessarily, but kids, entertainment for kids. I sense that your health could have been compromised. Okay, something happened. Something definitely happened that brought everything down. It could have been an accident. It could have been just like this one, how it shows the fire. There's something about a fire. Normally, towers, since they are very sudden, it could have mean that you could have died in an accident, or you could, but your health was compromised. So I'm trying to pick up exactly what it was. Whole point is that you did have a family back then with this person, but I don't sense it was a happy marriage. Okay, maybe this marriage for you was a surprise, that you felt like you were tricked into it, that this person, whoever you married, was actually not what you expected, was deceiving, took you for granted, because all you wanted was just a family, and finally agreed to finally be with someone, and this just ended up terribly. I don't want to say something as strong as this, but you could have ended up getting mistreated throughout your marriage to the point that I sense that there's could have been them taking your life one way or the other, or you could have just died of a sickness. Um, I sense that you didn't get to see much your child. You were worried about that. Maybe by the time you passed, your child was around this age, which was probably what, 6. I sense that it was a boy what you had, not a girl. It's kind of sad. It is not nice. You guys could have probably lived in a small house that you cherished a lot. That you were trying to say, no, I am happy. We're actually happy. We're actually doing what we're doing. He's doing what he's doing. He's working. He's out there hustling. And you sort of denied that. You didn't accept it. Hmm. A lot of damage was done to the point that now in this lifetime you could feel phobias to probably having children, to probably certain sicknesses, to probably certain smells. There's certain phobias that you have. It could be height. I don't think fire. It could be lightning that sometimes you fear. Sometimes Halloween can be a little bit uncomfortable for you, but you can sense it in this lifetime. You can sense that. So I sense that, let's see what else the cards give me. Health again. Honeymoon. Narcissist. Okay. And then we have runner, clock, and karmic relationship. Okay. All right, so you are going through this lesson again in this lifetime. If you're wondering why is it that you are dealing with someone who seems to be, one day that they do one thing and then the next day they just gaslight you, it's because this is a lesson you need to learn. Okay, this person is a karmic relationship. It has to do, it's taking its time. It has to do with already a past life, traveling in time. And this is something that is going to heal by cycles. Maybe it is rule. I hear Scorpio, sometimes Capricorn. I hear that the zodiac signs are very important. Zodiac signs, they are showing me that it has a reflection as a clock. If you look at it, we have 12 zodiac signs, and then there's 12 hours in the clock. And I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't know the relation. They're trying to explain it to me. I'm not getting it. They say, look, at this time is the energy, is what you feel. But what is that? Okay, sorry, I'm sorry, sometimes it comes to me. All right, so anyway, runner, yeah. So I sense that you could also be running away from this situation. It is probably a lesson that you definitely don't want to learn and you've been running away from it, okay? But that means you have also met a person, okay, who could actually be an actual narcissist, and they're looking forward to this honeymoon moment. This will be the time where you figure out if this is something that you actually want. This will be the time that you will figure out if this person is actually still a runner. But more than the runner or not, which will leave you in shock, the fact that this man and honeymoon, this honeymoon phase will teach you what's going on. I sense that as part of the karma, their health is going to be compromised, not yours. Yours was compromised back then, right? With this karma, his health, or if I don't know, I'm sorry, you can switch it around. Their health is going to be compromised because they're a narcissist. And you will tell. I sense that if you go out on a date, you will see how much they're drinking and how much they cannot stop. That's what you will find out. And that's why it's a karmic relationship. You will find out certain traits that they have. Like, are you ready? Because I am, and I am looking hot. And then they just walk out instead of waiting for you. I don't know. There's certain tiny things that can be so triggering about this person. So watch out for that. I'm not saying if they want to pay or not, it has nothing to do with it. It's these tiny things that you believe a man should provide when it comes to sentimental. You know what, I don't know how to explain. I don't know if I can make it more clear. It doesn't matter how much they spend on you. It doesn't matter how many gifts they give you, right? It has to do with what his essence is. Who is this person in reality? Try to find that out, and this honeymoon phase will definitely tell you, let you know the tendencies that they have. You could end up marrying this person if you choose to. You don't have to. I don't know if by getting married you're going to fulfill this. Let me see. What's the outcome right now if we have learned the lesson? Hold your vision. Okay. That doesn't say much to me, of course. I sense that this is a work in progress. I sense there's two options. Number one, it could be definite separation because you can't take this anymore. Or it could be that maybe with time, you kind of like let them know what's going on, and they will understand that they're this narcissist, and they will be, I don't like saying that word, but they will understand that they're not giving you what you want, and that's when they will try to fix themselves. Okay, this is what is actually gonna let you know. But this person that you are meeting right now is a karmic. It's you are their lesson and they are their lesson for you. So it'll be up to you what comes out of this, but you need to say that if you have learned the lesson that this man is someone who you actually do not want, you are letting them go because you understand the lesson. That's what you got to let know the universe. But if you still don't understand it and say, I understand he's this person, but I still want to see how far we go, or I believe that with faith and everything we can actually heal this, then go for it. But only be guided by your intuition, not what you think will look good. Like you in the past as a mother, you made that mistake. Oh, that man, it looks good. It looks good that we have a marriage, so that it ends up like the tower got caught on fire and everything fell apart. So this lifetime is for you to learn what you actually want out of a relationship, if this is exactly what you need or not. Hold your vision because you will need it. If this man confesses to you, or woman, if this person confesses to you, then it'll be up to you to say yes or no, but you gotta make sure that you have learned a lesson, or you will repeat it again. I don't think you will repeat the lesson again. I'll be honest. I sense that now's the time. We are doing more of a current karma. That's why I'm asking if you have healed it or not. But it's coming. That answer is coming soon. See how the moon is halfway there? It's because the healing is halfway there. So halfway, I sense that it could go either way. But it'll be up to you, your choice, and it'll be up to him if he actually learned the lesson. So the karma will be there. If in the end he doesn't learn the lesson, that you guys, even if you guys get married, there's high chances that they will separate. Don't be scared though. You don't know how smart this man or woman is. You don't know that yet. But if with time you still see that nothing is fixing or nothing is changing, then it's time to move on. That's the way I see it. Is it a prophecy? I don't know that. But it's up to you to be learning this lesson by following your intuition. Well, that's all I have some keywords that we can get. They can tell us about this. Oh, I got a lot. Yeah, so the warranty of a lifetime means safety, a lifetime safety, a lifetime that you know that you are secure, you're safe. Being loving, that's something that you should be. You shouldn't have to be anything else other than your loving self. Just follow the life plan. This You've been guided. You are being guided to do this, okay? Don't be scared. Honesty, yes. Be for real. Tell this narcissist, hey, you know what? I don't like that. And honestly, if you keep doing it, bye-bye. Simple as that. Okay, nothing that, okay, it's okay to be you. No, there are certain things that you know are not okay. And I know you are the kind of person who understands what's good and what's bad when it comes to men or women treating a man or a woman. Okay. Runny nose, itches, allergies will be following you. You sometimes when you get stressed, you will trigger this, or maybe the places that you guys go will trigger this, so just watch out. Curiosity, yeah, stay curious. They feel curious about you. I'm not gonna lie to you, this other person is very curious about you, and it's connected to your allergies. There's something about your allergies that they're very curious about. I don't know, don't ask me. Flag, they could be American. 4th of July could be important. Veterans Day could be important. Something about November. Is there something in November other than Thanksgiving? I don't know. Something about November. Is it veterans? I don't know. But yeah, they could be American. You could live in the US. I don't know. Well, yeah, actually, that's what I feel. But blank message. Okay, there's still things to be said. Blank message means this person tried to message you and they still haven't done it. They could have. You could have tried to wait for a message that never arrives. Last but not least, another blank message. Okay, blank messages follow you around. Curiosity is there. When will they communicate? We would have to save that for another reading, okay? I hope this has helped you to understand what kind of lesson or what is in between you guys that is pulling you together or making things happen, or maybe is the cause of a separation right now, because I sense that a lot of you are not together yet. But yeah, so let me know in the comment section what you think, what other topics you want to hear what other topics you want to hear for oh my gosh, you can write in the comments what other topics you would like to see in the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to help this channel grow. You take care, okay? Bye bye. Righty, pile number 3. Let's see what we have. Scribe or writer. Vows. Oh, interesting. 9 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Emperor. Oh. That's a lot of cards, man. 10 of Wands. 5 of Wands. Oh. This is definitely a contract. This gotta be a person of very high status. So most of the audio was cut off when I created the video, but basically I started off by saying that you were from a very wealthy family. It seems like that lifetime was about spending time or unifying or growing more land or more wealth by marrying someone. So technically you were part of a selected group of possible marriage candidates, right? And you were one of them. There could have been like 5 or probably 3. And out of all of them, this person saw you and chose you because you certainly looked like the most healthiest. I don't know if I can say fertile. It sounds a little odd to say it. but that's how you were chosen. The problem with this is that they made it seem like it was something of value, and all it caused was heartbreak. So everything that they portrayed to be, it was in the long run a huge disappointment, causing you to feel abandoned, isolated, maybe with even the possibility of taking your own life, okay, which was really hard on you. This was one of the toughest lessons that you had to go through. It feels very imposed. It feels like it was not really your choice, but it was in your dreams that you were finally getting married so that you can make him extremely happy, because you foresaw yourself as someone who has that potential of being the perfect mom. Now, you were really young, so your only dream was just to become the princess and be the queen that will have children and have this happily ever after. They could have not only having to deal with businesses elsewhere, because for some reason the beach attracts me on this card a lot. They could have traveled by sea and taken from a month up to 2 or 3 months traveling. But I don't sense that they were the kind of man that be like, he would come back and be like, I brought you this upon my travels, or you're free to do this. No, they just go like, okay, stay there, you have everything you need, I'll be back, bye. In the most cold and cruel way possible, where you felt just left out, where all your hopes as you being this beautiful bride, because I have a sense that you had this idea of to me, the bunny means reproduction, okay? To me, the bunny means you being able to have a big family, making children. With the grapes, it also means being fertile. So you were beautiful, okay? Even though you were a child, you had all of the potential to be the princess that you probably idealized in songs. I hear songs. Your family was probably the kind of family who would sing things back then. Maybe read pamphlets or read stories. I hear music more. You were the kind of person who liked this. I don't know, there's certain instruments. There's certain instruments, and then just mostly singing and dancing and moving and clapping, and you being like, yay, yes, oh, what a beautiful story, oh, fairy tales are amazing. And you were a lucky person, you were wealthy, you were precious. But whoever this man is, all they want is just to take everything away. And it caused you internal problems. It caused you the loss in your trust, problems. There were constant fights. You try to talk to this person, but this person was like, whatever, shut up. And then you didn't know what else to say, because you were this dignified person, or this dignified child that was like, I can't really raise my voice to him, because what if something happens? Because it's not okay for a woman to raise their voice. That was your vow, I guess. I hear vow. And you were just respectful. You were this wonderful flower that obviously he did not want to harm, but he just knew that since you were this precious flower, oh, you're weak. So stay where you belong. I don't get it. You have your room, you have food, you have everything. I don't know what else you want. I got other things to do. I'm gonna go travel. I'm gonna go do whatever I want. And he was old, so I'm assuming the romance was not even there. Like, there's nothing for him. There was no dreams, no nothing. Everything was so dry, and all that was left was a bunch of fights. And of course, you crying and wondering if you weren't good enough, if you weren't a good bride. I don't know about children. I don't think you ended up having any. I feel sad now. I do. Fire sign, communication, communicate. And Phoenix, I like you. The snake, separation. Okay, you and this person. Okay, so obviously this person is the one who's gonna be your karma. I don't sense that the other person is the one that did this to you, unlike the previous pile. The previous pile, which is number 2, showed someone who they were coming, both of you, both of the pile and the person was coming together so that they can heal something that hasn't been fulfilled a long time ago. In your case, it's all about healing your trauma. Okay, you are meant to go through relationships that obviously were not the happiest, that they were not the best out there. Now hear this: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Did I say those signs? That was on the previous file, I think. Obviously this other person is gotta be one of these signs. I don't know about you. You can always let me know in the comment section if one of these is you. But this is an element that will complement you. I don't sense a horrible person. I sense that you are dealing with this person because this is the karma that they're showing to you. Like saying, like, no, number 1, you gotta understand that I do like you. You gotta understand that I do have feelings. Number 2, you have to rise like the phoenix. It's not the first time that you have probably felt like no one is giving you what you desire. I hear desire, but what you deserve. With vacation, this could be something that will be approaching. Maybe a vacation will push you to communicate with someone. I don't know if you're traveling with this person or if you're traveling with this person and then you meet someone. It's either or. You could be meeting more of this person, which means whatever happened about this separation, whatever happened with the snake, I hear bad news. So there has been gossip, there has been intrigue, there has been a lot of damage done, so that there is the separation unfortunately was happening. Everything will rise up again like the phoenix. And they want you to know that yes, they like you and this is your karma. I think you have a hard time understanding when somebody actually likes you, and it's okay, it's only normal. That's why the intuition and polishing intuition is very important, whether you're a man or a woman. Here it doesn't matter. I honestly sense that you could be a man waiting on a woman. I'm not gonna lie to you. And maybe it's you who have to create this vacation for her. So you gotta analyze your situation, okay? If you are the man, you're probably someone who already has a little bit of money or is good with money or can count money, or you do something of the sort. Or the person that you like is good at this, is good at, I hear manipulating, but that's not the word. At managing money, okay? They here they have the dates on count. So they must be a pretty controlling person, okay? Now this is a scary part. Someone who's controlling for what you have witnessed, for that heartbreak that you went through when you were in this past life. It's going to be difficult for you to understand it. Is that what I was trying to say? So the karma that you guys are going on right now is that the fact that there's trust that needs to happen. There's also the fact that everything will come back up like a phoenix, and it'll come back to be stronger. Let me see. I still ask anyways if the karma is still healing, if it has healed, or I don't know, or it will not heal, right? Be bold and make the first move. Look at the bigger picture. Okay. There's so much fear and regret here. Look at the bigger picture. You gotta understand that things are happening for the bigger purpose. Okay. I think I said this in a previous reading. Wherever the arrow goes and falls, this is where magic is gonna happen. So you need to work towards looking at the bigger picture. Right now, it seems very slim, like a slim chance for things to happen. I hear trust the energy of the moon, trust the moon cycles. I think that's what they're trying to say. Full moon is very important. I sense that the beginning of this full moon is barely starting. By being bold and make the first move, if you are the man, you have to be bold and make the first move. If you are a woman, that will be your decision if you want to make the first move or not. I strongly don't suggest it, but it'll be your situation. You can always book a reading or ask someone if they can advise you if you should make the next or the first move. I sense that if whoever is the man in this karmic situation, if you're in the same-sex relationship, which I kind of doubt, then you put it to your situation, okay? But there's someone who has to make the first move and be bold, and then there's the other person who could be the Sagittarius here, that you have to be patient and look at the things in a different way, saying like this separation time will bring back that phoenix. Let me look for any words or important keywords for you. Care for you, so they do care. So this is why they like you, and you probably have a hard time understanding that, and that's okay, because I don't know what kind of person you're dealing with. It's only normal. Okay, don't ever feel like why can I intuitively feel this or understand this. It's because this person is making it difficult. Okay, it's not only you, but okay. Exam. Yeah, maybe it's an exam that you guys have to deal with. This is probably like a test of a lifetime. It's just silly. The 24th could be important, and bring change to mind. This is tiny, so see how it's so hard to spot? It's because the change is there, but it's kind of hard to see it. Okay, so this is all I have for you today. I hope you let me know what you think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know what other topics you would like to see in my channel. You take care. See you soon. Bye bye.